What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. NB content, anyone? Alright, I just want to point out we are very impressed. We actually just managed to pretty much 180 this thing around in that tiny little space. But this is ideal now, so we have all the room in front of the car for when we pull the motor. Also, I want to point out that we are not that weak, but the tie rods are bent, which was fighting us most of the way.
Alright, Alex. What are you super excited about?
Well, I've never been a very big fan of window tint, and right now this is a rare moment. It looks like I'm about to get this whole thing off in one piece.
Did we jinx it? I don't know.
Coming pretty good.
No!
Two pieces.
Two pieces, we'll take that.
That's still pretty good. I'm gonna remove this useless danger.
That's the first thing you should do to your...
Dude, look how safe this is. That would totally help you.
Remove this. Or bolt it down with more than one bolt.
Yeah, it's literally one bolt on each side. Nothing there. Yay. Alright, let's actually go over some of the stuff on this car because I don't think we've fully explained really any of this yet. Alright, so we picked this thing up for $1,000. Eric and I split it. We both put in $500 each. This is actually one of our buddy's cars, and the motor, I guess, we don't know exactly what happened yet to it, but there's something wrong with the motor, maybe head gasket. We're going to pull it out, tear it down, and figure out what exactly happened. But anyways, he was just trying to get rid of it, so we picked it up from him on the cheap. Like we said, we're going to fix it up and kind of play around with it for a little bit and maybe try and sell it and make some money.
Or drive it.
Yeah, or drive it, but in the meantime, just make some videos about it. Today, we picked up pretty much all the body parts that we needed, so we have pretty much everything we need on the outside besides the engine stuff, but we got the proper stock NB1 headlights. It had these Garbo eBay NB2 headlights in it that didn't fit properly. So these are fully operational now. We just gotta buff them, clean them up a little bit. It already looks way better. This is one of the things I was most excited about, to be honest.
All the wiring we had.
Yeah.
So this was the previous harness.
Yeah, some janky wiring, I guess, for the halos and all that. What else did we get? We got a taillight, since for some reason it has one NB1 taillight and one NB2, so we got a matching NB1. We got a new trunk lid because ours was dented up. And we got a new hood because the hood was also beat up. Last night, cleaned up the interior a lot. Eric vacuumed and did a lot in the interior. Tie rods are absolutely shot. Suspension shot. The tie rods were actually bent, which is why the wheels are the tires are so worn out. And it was so hard for us to push it in because they were just like, the wheels were like fighting each other when we were trying to push it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the suspension on this car is like so dangerous right now. We've got to pretty much redo all of it. I don't know what the deal with these is.
Tell us your guesses. We want to know what you think happened with this.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I didn't even see that yet.
So that's normal, I think. There are washers. That's probably not normal either.
Yeah, that's sketchy over there, dude. This suspension is just literally like eBay coilover sleeves on stock shocks too, so we're gonna be doing something about that. It does need brakes, that's not too big a deal, some rotors and some new pads. We'll do like tie rods and stuff like we said, refresh the suspension a little bit. Interior actually cleaned up pretty nicely. We took the seats and stuff out last night so we could get behind there and clean all that up. Tan leather should look good once we get it cleaned up fully. Gotta replace that steering wheel. Yeah, so this video is just mostly gonna be the tear down. We'll go ahead and get all this body stuff done since it's pretty quick and easy, and that'll make it look a lot better real quick. Eric was just saying we got a leak down tester. We're gonna do a leak down test on this engine. We might, fingers crossed, get lucky and just be able to do a head gasket. We don't know yet, but yeah, should be a fun project. Should be some good videos to bring to this channel. Hope you guys enjoy the NB content. I know I'm excited to learn a bit more about the NB. Might end up doing the NB buyer's guide once I learn a bit more about all the specifics on these cars. I think for now, we're gonna clean up these headlights and see what that looks like.
Take some more stuff off.
Yeah. Alright, here's a quick headlight restoration how-to. Got a DA sander, some 800 grit. I'm gonna sand them with 800. Then I'm gonna go 2000 wet, 3000, 5,000, and then polish them. Alright, let's see what this leak down test does.
We're using this laying tools tester. Just picked up on Amazon. It's like 75 bucks, 80 bucks, and it's kind of nice because this side actually reads how much you're losing. It's already leaking a ton.
Another.
Definitely coming out of cylinder number, I guess, 2. Indicating that the head gasket is blown between these. Typically, from what I've read anyway, when you're seeing pressure loss between cylinders like this, that means the head gasket's bad, which is kind of what we assumed. We can kind of hear the rings too. It's coming from here, but it could very well just be coming from that. You can hear the intake badly too.
Yeah. Alright, what did we just learn?
Alright, well, we knew this, but we forgot. Make sure your cylinders are at top dead center when you're checking this, because if we show you, I don't know if Alex will cut it out, but from our previous testing, a lot of air was coming from the intake, some air was coming from the exhaust, and what happens when you're on a top dead center is these valves are open, I believe. So you make it top dead center, the valves close, that way you can be able to accurately tell if you actually have leakage. Yeah. Still a lot. It looks like this motor's very fucked up.
Yeah, that sounds like a full rebuild.
Yeah, that sounds like probably stuff was warped. Probably needs new rings. And I would assume while you're in there, if they're not already bad, bearings, both main and rod, new valves. We probably need to get the head repaired at a machine shop. If we're doing this wrong and you know better than us, please let us know.
Yeah.
Because we'd like this not to be the case, but all the evidence says otherwise. We're probably gonna check the other cylinders just to make sure, but it sounds like you can kind of hear a lot of the air pushing out, so it's probably reading right, but you know, just double check these things.
Alright, I think we're gonna go and pull the head right now so we can actually get a better look of what's going on.
Like,
Head gasket's not visibly blown. We bent it a little bit when we were getting it out.
could have been between the cylinders. It's really clean right here. where it's dirty everywhere else. So maybe it was like blowing through right here, but I don't know. These don't really, I mean, it had to go. There's coolant in here.
There's coolant in the cylinder wall?
Yeah, there's coolant in there. You can see it all. A little light liquid in here. Alright, so we've been just kind of thinking about it, talking about it. You know, to us, we're kind of experienced here, so not a lot of this makes really much sense why we had such a bad leak down test and there's not very obvious signs of destruction. My hypothesis was when you are filling in, you know, you're compressing your cylinder wall here, because this is where your spark plug goes. The air is filling the cylinder wall. It's passing through the bad head gasket into cylinder 2 and maybe even 3. And what we're feeling is the air coming up through like these open valves from the other cylinders.
Potentially.
Potentially. Now, I'm spitballing. I have no idea. But because these look closed, we were 100% TDC, and that's actually confirmed here. And when we had the motor, the piston was at the top. Air's coming in here. The only place it has to go really is either past the piston rings, which they could still be bad, but the walls aren't. The cylinder walls look okay. And so it would go through the head gasket and into the other cylinder walls coming out of the exhaust and the intake valves that way. You know, again, like I said, we're kind of inexperienced with this part of it. So if you have any other suggestions, please let us know, because we'd like to not spend money we don't have to spend to fix this. And I don't know, it took me and Alex 30 minutes to pull the head. So yeah, we will. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. All right, bye.
What he said?
He was like, yeah, head gaskets like that are really hard to tell if they're bad. He's like, and if, you know, you just basically take it to a machine shop, have them double check everything.
Alright guys, I think I'm going to end that one here. We got a lot done actually. This was the first week of having the car, so we got the car on Monday. Today is Saturday. You'll be seeing this on Monday, so it'll be exactly 1 week with the car by then. I'm pretty happy with where the body's at right now, so next steps will definitely be maybe taking this engine to the machine shop and having them check it out and tell us exactly what's good or what's not, and then we can decide what exactly we're going to do with the engine from there. But that is going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Have an awesome week, and we will see you in the next one.